Joseph, a Maasai tribe village elder, points towards what his people consider to be the border of their territory. The ethnically divided and diverse Omolio Valley is only one of the battlegrounds in Kenya being torn apart since the disputed elections. The closely fought race that saw President Mwai Kibaki, a Kikuyu, defeat opposition leader Raila Odinga, a Luo, was declared by opposition supporters as rigged. Violent ethnic clashes have left villages burned to the ground and over 1,500 dead, according to police reports. The Red Cross says that at least 70,000 people have been displaced. Nadine Musotsi, a woman living in a Kibera slum, is one of thousands of victims caught in the recent turmoil.
We need the blanket, we need the food as well, because we don't have anything in the house. We were looted, and we are just sleeping on the cold outside.
Tribes roam pastures and village roads, checking the ethnicity of passerbys, beating, stoning, and in some cases, forcing circumcisions on opposing ethnicities. And in this chaotic wake comes forth a clamor for weapons more violent and more deadly than the stones and machetes used before. "We used to use swords, but they were not effective," said Sylvester, a Kikuyu, battling in Kenya's lush Rift Valley. Though guns are still available in urban areas, in Kenya's countryside, tribes are turning to a surprising and seemingly antiquated weapon, the bow and arrow. Normally used for hunting, bows and arrows have surprised Rift Valley police officials because of their increasing prevalence in these violent ethnic clashes. Shooters say the advantage of arrows is that their victims often do not see them coming. Though these conflicts began during the upset in recent elections, the political row has only exacerbated long-running rivalries on issues less directly related to the elections, such as ethnicity, or each tribe's hunger for land. Now, different tribes have been methodically killing each other in almost daily arching contests that run like clockwork and are barely interrupted by the police. In the Trans-Mara region, Kalenjin and Maasai tribesmen designate a buffer zone, and generally, just after dawn or before dusk, the archers pour down the hills from their communities to fire salvos at each other, sometimes for several hours, without ever engaging in close combat. And the effects of being shot with an arrow from a 4-foot-long bow? Devastating. Victims with arrows, sometimes poisoned, lodged in their heads and chests have become increasingly common, say officials in Rift Valley hospitals. So as this war amongst tribes continues, villagers can only adjust to the changing demands of their everyday lives, gathering sticks and nails to make arrows. They are villagers turned sentinels, standing day in and day out with their bows, always watching, waiting to sound the alarm for the next battle.